personal influence, obviously, my mom and my dad. My mom was an incredible woman. She invested herself in people, loved people, and just she served people, and that's where I think I learned that from. My dad had a fantastic sense of humor. My dad landed on Utah Beach on D-Day, as did John O'Brien's, and I learned so much from him. They taught me a great deal. It was about clearing the bar. You had to clear the bar all the time. You know, you had to get over the bar, and mediocre wasn't good enough. You had to be good. And they were great influences on my life. As my family, my cousins, my whole family has been an incredible part of me growing up. And my cousin Lowell, BB, is his nickname. I worked in his pharmacy as I was getting older, and I worked my way through college. And in those early years, that was a big personal influence on me. When I worked at UPS, there was a boss I worked for at UPS. His name was John Sudhoff. And John was very capable, very intelligent, but he had an incredible sense of humor and John was the kind of guy who taught me how to have fun at work, something that I've kind of always enjoyed. Probably my biggest mentor was a gentleman by the name of Gene Donahue. Gene Donahue was a man who founded PDQ back in 1975. And when I left UPS in 1992, I went to work for Gene as his salesperson, and ultimately bought the company from Gene. And his influence on me taught me a lot about small business. Working in a large corporation like UPS, I learned a lot about big business, but I really didn't understand business until I worked in a small company. And I had an opportunity to be mentored by Gene Donahue. Gene was an incredible influence in my life. And a lot of the executive directors I've worked with over the years have influenced me greatly in a lot of the nonprofit organizations and their willingness to serve others and how they serve others. So they've been influential as well. I love working with nonprofit organizations. For some reason or another, I like to fix things. I love taking a situation that perhaps needs improvement, or maybe broken, but or perhaps just needs to be improved. I like to take on pet projects like that. I love a cause. I love an opportunity to take something and correct it where I see something. So when I see that, and it's generally been in a lot of the nonprofits that I've been exposed to and I've had the privilege to serve. I've enjoyed watching our business and our company thrive as a result of people and the people that we had who have embraced change, and watching them grow and watching them as their families grow and as they buy cars and they buy homes and they have babies. And many of our employees at PDQ have been there over 25 years. And to see that and to watch and to be part of that family and to watch that happen has been really great. So watching the growth of our employees and watching the growth of people that I've worked with in nonprofit organizations has really been rewarding. Interestingly enough, when I graduated from the University of Scranton, I had a degree in teaching, and I had a classmate who had whose father was a business agent for the union. And she told me that her dad could probably get me a job as a UPS driver. And I thought, well, I didn't go to school to drive UPS truck, but then I was able to get a job as a UPS driver. I taught for a year, which was enough to know that's not what I wanted to do. And then I went into UPS management, where I learned business. I had a 15-year career at UPS, and I worked across the country in Kentucky and Oklahoma and Texas and Canada, where I acquired a taste for business. And that's in 1992. I left there to go to work for PDQ, where Gene Donahue was a salesperson in 1992. My father thought I lost my mind because nobody leaves UPS, and subsequently bought it from him in 1996, which was my goal. So it was kind of a convoluted career path, but one that I would do all over again. Sometimes I wake up and say, how did I get here? But that's how I got there. I think I'd like my legacy to be he made a difference in my life. He made a big difference in my life. My life is better because he was involved in it, and as a result, I want to be involved in somebody else's life. I want to be an example for people when they look back and say, I need to do for somebody else what he did for me. What I want people to know is how incredibly grateful I am for having had the opportunity to work in this community and to serve in this community. My life's pretty much an open book. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, but I am so incredibly grateful to the people that I've interacted with on a professional basis, our employees, employees in nonprofit organizations I've been privileged to work for, my business partner, Scott Lynett, and just, I don't think people know how truly appreciative and grateful I am.